Have you ever wondered about the true origins of Wakanda? We all know the story of T'Challa, the Black Panther, the king who opened his nation to the world. But the story of Wakanda began long before him. It's a tale shrouded in myth, whispered in the shadows, a story of the very first warriors, the ones chosen by the Panther goddess Bast herself. This is the story you never saw. Our journey takes us back thousands of years, to a time when 5 tribes warred across the African continent. A massive meteorite, pulsing with an otherworldly energy, crashed into the heart of their land. This was no ordinary rock. It was pure vibranium, a metal that absorbed all vibration and kinetic energy. The tribes were mystified and terrified by its power. They saw it as a curse, a scar upon the land. All but one. The smallest and most nomadic of the tribes, the Panther tribe, was led by a wise shaman named Bashenga. He didn't see a curse, he saw a gift. While others feared the strange radiation emanating from the meteorite, Bashenga felt a pull, a divine calling. It was then that the Panther goddess Bast, a deity of protection and power, appeared to him in a vision. Bast guided Bashenga to a heart-shaped herb, a plant that had been mutated by the vibranium's radiation. She instructed him to consume it. Trusting his goddess, Bashenga did as he was told. The moment the herb entered his system, his body was flooded with power. His senses sharpened to a superhuman degree, his strength and speed multiplied, and his connection to the Panther spirits became unbreakable. He had become the first Black Panther. With his newfound abilities, Bashenga united the warring tribes, not through conquest, but through wisdom and strength. He demonstrated that the meteorite, the Great Mound as they called it, was not a weapon of destruction, but a tool for creation. He showed them how to mine the vibranium safely, how to weave it into their clothing, forge it into tools, and use its power to heal. He taught them that this gift from the sky was meant to build a future, not to wage endless war. Under Bashenga's leadership, the tribes began to build a new society. They named their land Wakanda, meaning the possessors of power. Using their advanced understanding of vibranium, they constructed a city unlike any the world had ever seen. A city that could hide in plain sight, shielded from the outside world by advanced technology and natural camouflage. This hidden paradise was a testament to their unity and ingenuity, a place where technology and tradition lived in perfect harmony. The first warriors of Wakanda were not just soldiers, they were guardians, scientists, and spiritual leaders. Bashenga established the Dora Milaje, an elite force of female warriors sworn to protect the throne and the nation. They were the embodiment of Wakanda's strength, loyalty, and grace. The title of Black Panther was passed down through Bashenga's bloodline, each new king or queen having to prove their worthiness by undertaking a perilous journey and consuming the heart-shaped herb. But peace, even in a paradise like Wakanda, is fragile. Ancient legends speak of a dark chapter in this golden age. One of Bashenga's own, a warrior consumed by jealousy and a thirst for power, grew resentful. He believed that vibranium's might should be used to conquer, not to hide. He challenged the king, not with honor, but with treachery. This warrior, whose name has been deliberately struck from history, attempted to steal the heart-shaped herb and seize control of the vibranium for himself. His betrayal was a deep wound to the young nation. In his rage and greed, he desecrated the sacred herb garden, nearly destroying the source of the Black Panther's power. Though he was ultimately defeated and exiled, his actions left a lasting scar. It is said that the Panther goddess Bast, angered by this betrayal from within her chosen tribe, placed a curse upon the bloodline of the traitor. The curse foretold that disharmony would plague Wakanda until a true king, one with a pure heart and unwavering spirit, could restore the balance that had been broken. This ancient prophecy echoed through generations. It was a constant reminder that Wakanda's greatest threat wasn't from the outside world, but from internal division. The story of the forgotten traitor served as a cautionary tale, a lesson that power without purpose, and strength without unity, leads only to ruin. It was a burden that every future Black Panther would carry, a shadow that loomed over the throne. Centuries passed. Wakanda flourished in its isolation, Its technology advancing light years beyond the rest of the world. The story of the first warriors became a myth, a bedtime story for children. But the core lesson remained ingrained in their culture. The strength of the Black Panther was not just in the suit or the herb. It came from the spirit of the people, their shared history, and their unwavering unity. When T'Challa took the throne, he faced challenges that mirrored those of his ancestor, Bashenga. He battled Killmonger, a lost son of Wakanda, whose rage and pain were a direct echo of that first betrayal. Killmonger, much like the nameless traitor of old, saw vibranium as a weapon for global conquest. In defeating him, T'Challa didn't just save his throne, he healed an ancient wound. He proved himself to be the true king foretold in the prophecy, the one who would restore balance not just to Wakanda but to the world. So, the next time you see the Black Panther leap into action, remember the legacy he carries. He's the culmination of a story that began thousands of years ago, with a shaman king, a gift from the heavens, and a group of warriors who dared to build a utopia. The legend of the lost warriors of Wakanda teaches us a powerful truth. True strength isn't measured by the power of our weapons or the height of our walls. It's found in our spirit, in our connection to one another, and in the unity that turns a tribe into a nation, and a nation into a family. Wakanda Forever isn't just a salute. It's a promise, rooted in a history as powerful and mysterious as vibranium itself. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the hidden history of Wakanda. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button, and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the lore you love. Let me know in the comments what story you'd like to see uncovered next. Until then, stay curious.